How was she dangerous?
Because of the need for her to rehabilitate her image.
Beneath the manicured gardens of Queen Camilla's private American estate, FBI agents have uncovered something that has left investigators speechless. What began as a routine inspection quickly turned into one of the most baffling discoveries in recent memory. As teams of specialists work around the clock to document what lies beneath the royal retreat, insiders claim the findings could rewrite history as we know it. What secret has been hiding under royal feet all these years? A discovery so unexpected, so contrary to the monarchy's public image, that officials on both sides of the Atlantic are scrambling to contain the information. Stay tuned, because what they found will leave you stunned. The unexpected search. When FBI agents arrived at the secluded Virginia estate quietly purchased by Queen Camilla years before her marriage to King Charles, they expected nothing more than a perfunctory inspection. The property, nestled in horse country outside Middleburg, had remained largely unknown to the public. A private retreat where Camilla could escape the pressures of royal life during occasional visits to America. That changed when agents noticed significant discrepancies in the property's architectural plans. The exterior measurements and interior spaces didn't match, with approximately 1,200 square feet unaccounted for. Using ground-penetrating radar, they identified an anomaly beneath the east wing, a space appearing on no blueprints yet showing signs of recent activity through electrical signals and thermal patterns. In the wood-paneled study, with its carefully curated equestrian art and first-edition books, agents discovered a section of hardwood flooring that produced a subtly different sound when walked upon. Behind custom millwork along the eastern wall, they found a sophisticated electronic locking mechanism hidden behind an antique riding trophy. Not standard security for a wine cellar, but cutting-edge technology typically reserved for government installations. With technical specialists bypassing the security measures, the FBI contacted State Department officials, who made discreet inquiries through diplomatic channels. The response from London was unexpected. Silence, followed by an urgent request from British intelligence for all operations at the property to cease immediately. This request, coming through unofficial back channels rather than formal diplomatic communications, only intensified the Bureau's determination. With proper warrants secured, the FBI team proceeded despite British objections. When the hidden entrance finally yielded, a hydraulic platform disguised as part of the study floor descended smoothly into darkness, revealing not a simple basement, but the beginning of a sophisticated underground complex. It was immediately clear this wasn't some recent addition, said our source. The initial construction appeared decades old, though modernized repeatedly. This wasn't Camilla's creation. She had inherited something much older, something that predated her ownership entirely. The underground complex. The tunnel's air was surprisingly fresh, circulated by a ventilation system disguised within the mansion's conventional infrastructure. Walls were lined not with rough stone, but with sophisticated composite materials designed to resist both electronic surveillance and structural analysis from above. The first chamber appeared to be a communication center containing technology that had been regularly updated. Multiple computer terminals with advanced encryption capabilities, satellite communication systems independent of commercial networks, and a dedicated power supply with backup generators. Most puzzling was a sophisticated radio system operating on frequencies typically reserved for diplomatic and military communications. According to sources, this system was still active when discovered, with logs indicating use within the previous week, when Queen Camilla was thousands of miles away in England. Beyond the communications center, agents discovered interconnected chambers extending far beyond the mansion's footprint. The most substantial space resembled an intelligence analysis center with climate-controlled storage units containing thousands of documents organized in an unfamiliar cataloging system. Many documents bore classification markings from both British and American intelligence services, markings indicating content so sensitive that even their existence wasn't supposed to be acknowledged. These weren't just historical curiosities, explained our source. Many files contained material dated within the last 5 years, analyses of current political situations, profiles of active government officials, assessments of ongoing international negotiations. This was a working intelligence facility, not a historical archive. Adjacent to the archive was a sophisticated laboratory containing equipment for document creation and authentication. Specialized printers capable of reproducing security features found in official documents, materials for creating various forms of identification, and equipment for analyzing and replicating signatures and official seals. The final chamber deepened the mystery considerably. Unlike the utilitarian design of other spaces, this room was appointed like a private study or meeting area, with fine wooden furnishings, carefully selected art, and a conference table for approximately 12 people. A detailed map mounted on one wall showed not conventional geography, but connections between various political, financial, and media entities across multiple countries. Certain individuals and organizations were highlighted with coded annotations that investigators couldn't immediately decipher. As the FBI expanded their search, they discovered evidence that the underground facility connected to a tunnel system extending beyond the property boundaries. Sophisticated airlock-style doors indicated expansion points that had been carefully sealed, suggesting the complex might once have been part of a larger network. Historical connections. Researchers examining the property's history discovered it had never appeared on public real estate listings. For decades, it had changed hands through private transactions between entities that connected to various front companies and trust arrangements. Before Camilla acquired it through a Wyoming-based LLC, it had been held by a succession of similarly opaque ownership structures. Despite changes in nominal ownership, the property had maintained consistent patterns of occupation and resource usage for over 50 years, suggesting continuity of purpose regardless of who technically held the deed. Historical satellite imagery from the 1960s showed unusual construction activity, large-scale excavation, followed by the building of the current mansion. This timeline placed the underground facility's likely construction during the height of the Cold War. Records from county archives revealed another critical detail. During the same period of initial construction, surrounding parcels had been purchased by individuals with documented connections to British intelligence services. Though these adjacent properties had since been sold to unrelated owners, this pattern suggested a deliberate effort to create a secure perimeter during the facility's establishment. The most compelling connection emerged through architectural analysis. The design principles bore striking similarities to certain British facilities constructed during the late 1950s under a classified program known as Continuation of Government, a Cold War initiative to ensure survival of key government functions in case of nuclear attack. This wasn't just any bunker, our source noted. This appears to have been a facility with official sanction and purpose, something that would have required approval at the highest levels of government. This historical context raised profound questions about Queen Camilla's relationship to the property. Had she purchased it knowing about the underground facility? Was her ownership part of a continued operation, or had she been placed there as a respectable owner to maintain the property's low profile? Royal connections. As the investigation expanded, agents documented patterns of visitation over the years. While Queen Camilla's occasional use of the estate was known through standard diplomatic notifications, visitor logs from nearby private airfields and border entry records revealed something more intriguing. Frequent visits by individuals traveling on diplomatic passports who never officially registered their presence. These weren't casual social visitors, our source explained. The pattern showed regular rotations of personnel consistent with operational relief cycles. Individuals arriving, staying approximately 3 months, then being replaced by others. These rotational visits continued during periods when the property was supposedly unoccupied, including times when Queen Camilla was performing royal duties in the United Kingdom. When specialists analyzed the encrypted traffic patterns from the facility's satellite systems, they identified regular connections to specific nodes associated with GCHQ, Britain's Signals Intelligence Agency, and certain secure servers within Buckingham Palace's own communications infrastructure. Financial records added another layer to the mystery. The property's maintenance expenses, utility costs, and renovations had been funded through offshore accounts that connected to financial structures historically used for certain classified operations conducted with joint US-UK approval during the Cold War. Perhaps most significantly, agents discovered a secure safe containing handwritten journals. While much of the content was encoded, analysts identified entries in multiple handwritings spanning decades, including passages that preliminary analysis suggested might match Camilla's own handwriting. These journals appear to document meetings, decisions, and operational directions dating back to the 1970s, our source revealed. If authenticated, they would establish direct knowledge and involvement by a succession of individuals, potentially including current members of the royal household. International implications. The discovery quickly escalated beyond an FBI matter, drawing attention from multiple American intelligence agencies and the State Department. The potential diplomatic implications were enormous. A foreign intelligence installation operating on American soil, potentially with royal knowledge or involvement, raised questions about the special relationship between the United States and United Kingdom. Initial diplomatic inquiries through official channels were met with what sources describe as structured ambiguity, responses that neither confirmed nor denied knowledge of the facility, while emphasizing the importance of handling any findings with appropriate discretion. Within days, specialized teams from both British intelligence and Buckingham Palace security arrived in Virginia, requesting joint access alongside American investigators. This unusual arrangement, allowing foreign nationals to participate in an FBI investigation on American soil, underscored the exceptional nature of the situation. This wasn't just diplomatic courtesy, noted our source. The legal authorization for this joint approach came from the highest levels of both governments, suggesting pre-existing protocols for handling this specific type of discovery. As the joint teams processed the facility's contents, certain documents were immediately secured in diplomatic pouches and removed after being briefly shown to American counterparts. Technical specialists from both countries worked to secure the communication systems and determine exactly what information had been transmitted and to whom. Most telling was the reaction when agents broached the subject of potential media interest. Rather than standard protocols for managing public information, both American and British officials immediately invoked national security classifications that would prevent any public acknowledgement of the facility's existence. The involvement of current White House officials and direct communication between the American president and British Prime Minister indicated that whatever lay beneath Queen Camilla's Virginia retreat touched on matters far beyond a historical curiosity or embarrassing royal secret. Freedom of speech only matters when people you don't like say things you don't like. Otherwise, it has no meaning. Today, CNN dropping the royal bombshell of the century. It is getting explosive now, Steve. Yeah, Carl. Explosive doesn't even scratch the surface of what we're witnessing unfold on global media right now. It's leaked. No warning, no context, not even a heads up to Buckingham Palace. CNN has just released audio of Queen Camilla desperately begging FBI officials to delete Princess Diana's files, and the recording is spreading faster than wildfire. Why is this sending shockwaves around the world? Because these classified FBI files allegedly contain evidence about Diana's death that contradicts the official narrative. Oh, and international legal experts are now involved, reportedly analyzing every word of this recording that could turn this royal scandal into a cross-continental criminal investigation. So what exactly does Camilla say in this explosive audio that has royal watchers gasping in disbelief? Why is she suddenly so desperate to have these decades-old files erased like they're radioactive? Stick around. The intrigue runs deeper than the English Channel. But first, smash that like button and hit subscribe so you don't miss a single update in this unprecedented royal crisis. Did you just subscribe? Perfect timing. Let's dive into this royal nightmare. It started when CNN's Special Investigations Unit dropped a bombshell exclusive. Without warning, they released a 2-minute audio recording of what they claim is Queen Camilla speaking with high-ranking FBI officials about sensitive files related to Princess Diana. Yeah, they really aired this on international television with minimal censoring, just pure, unfiltered royal panic. In the recording, a voice identified by CNN's audio experts as Camilla can be heard saying, "Those files were supposed to be permanently sealed. If they become public now, the consequences would be catastrophic. Not just for me, for the entire institution." When the FBI official apparently reminds her about legal procedures and transparency requirements, the voice becomes more desperate. "You don't understand what's in those documents. There are details about that night in Paris that would destroy everything we've built. I'm begging you, find a way to classify them as matters of international security. Delete them if necessary." But that's not even the most shocking part. The voice then says, "Charles can't know I'm having this conversation. No one can. But these files contain theories about the accident that were never meant to see daylight. Please, I'll do anything. Anything." Those words are now haunting Buckingham Palace like a royal ghost. CNN claims the recording was provided by a former FBI contractor who had access to classified communications and became concerned about potential obstruction of justice. They've reportedly authenticated the audio through multiple independent voice analysis experts who confirm with 85 to 90% certainty that it is indeed Queen Camilla speaking. Translation: the royal family's worst nightmare just got broadcast to millions of viewers worldwide. Royal commentators didn't mince words. Their analysis points to unprecedented interference with a foreign intelligence agency, potential obstruction of justice, and shocking abuse of royal position. Translation: Camilla appears to have used her royal status to try to erase crucial evidence about the most scrutinized death in modern history, and as if that wasn't explosive enough, conspiracy theorists started having a field day. You heard that right. According to social media analysts, Diana-related conspiracy hashtags increased by 8,000% within hours of CNN's broadcast. Remember how official investigations concluded Diana's death was a tragic accident? Yeah, theories like that don't hold much water when the current queen consort is allegedly caught on tape begging for files to be deleted. And guess what? As soon as that audio leaked, Buckingham Palace went into complete lockdown mode. No one saw a crisis this massive coming. One day, everything's normal with garden parties and charity visits, and the next, chaos. No official statement, no denial, not even an attempt to claim the audio was manipulated. According to sources close to royal security, emergency meetings were called within minutes of CNN's broadcast. And this wasn't some regular PR headache. Insiders say King Charles was immediately pulled from a public engagement in Edinburgh, citing a family emergency as he was rushed back to London. The leaked audio, the international media frenzy, the resurfacing of Diana conspiracy theories. It was the perfect royal storm. So what did they do? Total communications blackout. Some say the entire royal family has gathered at Balmoral Castle away from prying eyes. Others say legal teams from 3 countries are working around the clock to contain the damage. What's clear, this scandal has the potential to destabilize the monarchy in ways that even the Harry and Meghan exit couldn't touch. And social media? Oh, it's absolutely imploding. As the audio spread, hashtags started trending worldwide. Diana files, Camilla leaked, royal cover-up. One viral tweet with over 2 million likes read, "If Diana's death was just an accident, why is Camilla begging the FBI to delete files 25 plus years later?" Another said, "You married her husband, took her title, and now we find out you're trying to erase her files. The ultimate villain doesn't excite." Critics are calling this the smoking gun that Diana conspiracy theorists have been waiting for. Royal experts argue that this recording raises alarming questions about what information these FBI files might contain. But others? They think this could get even worse. "The timing of this leak couldn't be more suspicious," said royal commentator Victoria Ashworth. Just as the monarchy was finally stabilizing after years of turbulence, this bombshell drops that reopens the most painful chapter in royal history. Media outlets are reportedly in full-on bidding wars for interviews with former Diana protection officers, Paris investigation detectives, and anyone who might shed light on what these mysterious FBI files contain. Parliament members are demanding answers. International diplomats are distancing themselves. The royal family is in crisis mode. Some insiders claim emergency calls have been placed to the White House to try to contain the diplomatic nightmare. But with the audio already public, that damage control might be impossible. "I want every file about my mother's death to be made public," Prince Harry reportedly told journalists who caught him outside his California home. If there's nothing to hide, there's nothing to fear from transparency. This isn't just another royal scandal. This is potentially rewriting history about the most beloved royal figure of the modern era. It's about truth, justice, and whether powerful institutions should be allowed to bury evidence that contradicts official narratives. Legal experts are divided on whether Camilla's alleged actions constitute a crime under international law. There's a significant difference between requesting confidentiality and actively seeking destruction of evidence, said international attorney Eleanor Blackwood. If this recording is authentic, and if the files in question contain material evidence about Diana's death, we're potentially looking at obstruction of justice charges that not even royal immunity could shield her from. Former FBI officials have expressed outrage at the possibility that royal influence might have been used to manipulate agency files. "Our protocols for handling sensitive international intelligence are extremely strict," said retired FBI Director of International Operations Marcus Jennings. "The idea that anyone, royal or not, could successfully pressure agents to delete official records is deeply concerning." Diana's former butler, Paul Burrell, appeared on morning television, looking visibly emotional. "I've always said there was more to the story. Diana herself told me she feared for her safety. These files might finally reveal what she was so afraid of." Conspiracy theories that had faded into internet obscurity over the decades are suddenly being re-examined by mainstream media outlets. Questions about the white Fiat Uno, missing CCTV footage, and Diana's handwritten notes expressing fears for her safety are now being discussed on prime-time news panels articles, rather than fringe websites. What makes this particularly damning is the desperation in her voice, said body language and voice analysis expert Dr. Samantha Richards. This isn't someone calmly requesting confidentiality. This is someone terrified of specific information becoming public. Whether Buckingham Palace eventually addresses this crisis or continues its silence, this moment has already changed public perception of the monarchy. The audio can't be unheard, the questions can't be unanswered, and now the world is watching as this royal house of cards threatens to collapse. Will the FBI confirm or deny the existence of these Diana files? Will international pressure force their release after all these years? And will Queen Camilla ever explain why she was so desperate to have them deleted? According to security experts, if these files contain what the leaked audio suggests, their release could trigger the biggest royal scandal since the abdication crisis nearly a century ago. This isn't just about historical curiosity, said former Scotland Yard detective Colin Sutton. If there's evidence that contradicts the official findings about Diana's death, there could be significant legal implications, regardless of how much time has passed. Sources close to Prince William claim he's incandescent with rage, not just about the content of the recording, but that CNN would release such potentially damaging material without verification beyond voice analysis. Palace insiders report increasing tension between King Charles and Queen Camilla, with one source claiming he asked her directly if the voice on the recording was hers, and the resulting conversation was heard throughout the entire East Wing.
Well, Prince Louis' vision has emerged of him absolutely beaming.
In a jaw-dropping royal twist, King Charles III has stunned the world by handing his royal title not to his wife, Queen Camilla, but to his grandson, Prince Louis, and estranged son, Prince Harry. This shocking move has left the palace in chaos, with insiders reporting that Camilla erupted in a fiery tantrum over the decision. Is this a bid to reconcile with Harry, or secure the monarchy's future through young Louis? Let's unravel the drama shaking the very foundation of the royal family. Prince Louis's role in securing the monarchy's future. At just 5 years old, Prince Louis is already being positioned as a key figure in the future of the British monarchy. In a bold and strategic move, King Charles III has reportedly bestowed a significant royal title on his youngest grandson, signaling a calculated effort to ensure the monarchy's survival in an ever-changing world. But what makes Prince Louis so important to the monarchy's future? Is this a move to secure public favor, or is the palace simply preparing for the next generation of leadership? Prince Louis, the youngest child of Prince William and Princess Catherine, has captured public attention with his lively and cheeky personality during royal appearances. His charm and natural charisma make him a relatable and likable figure, something the monarchy desperately needs in a time when younger generations are questioning its relevance. By granting him an early royal title, King Charles is ensuring that Louis will play a central role in shaping the monarchy's image and maintaining its connection with modern audiences. This move is not just about appearances, it's a strategic decision to adapt the monarchy to a rapidly evolving world. With King Charles facing health concerns and public scrutiny of the royal institution at an all-time high, the decision to elevate Louis sends a clear signal. The monarchy is not just preserving tradition, but actively preparing for the future. Louis represents a new generation of royals, one that blends traditional responsibilities with the demands of modern society. Unlike his older siblings, Prince George, who is destined to inherit the throne, and Princess Charlotte, who has recently been honored with the title of Princess Royal, Louis's role within the royal family gives him the flexibility to carve out a unique identity. His upbringing, which balances normal childhood experiences with the inevitable scrutiny of public life, will be crucial in shaping his ability to handle the pressures of royal duties. The decision to elevate Louis also reflects the monarchy's effort to appeal to younger audiences. By investing in the future and positioning Louis as a relatable, modern royal figure, the family is attempting to bridge the gap between tradition and progress. But questions remain. Will Prince Louis embrace the responsibility that comes with his title, or will the pressures of royal life prove too much? And how will this move impact his siblings and their roles within the monarchy? King Charles's bold decision. King Charles III has never been one to shy away from charting new territory, and his latest move has once again proven his willingness to shake up royal traditions. By granting significant titles to two unexpected heirs, his grandson, Prince Louis, and his estranged son Prince Harry, Charles has sent shockwaves through the monarchy. This decision is not just about titles. It's a calculated step in redefining the monarchy's relevance in a rapidly changing world. But what drove the king to make such a bold choice? Could this be a strategy to modernize the crown? Or will it create more chaos within the royal family? Prince Louis, the youngest of Prince William and Princess Catherine's children, has quickly become a royal favorite thanks to his playful and cheeky demeanor. By granting him a title at such a young age, King Charles is making a clear statement about the future of the monarchy. Louis represents a new generation, one that is expected to bridge traditional royal values with the modern world. This move not only secures the monarchy's continuity, but also ensures that the youngest members of the family will remain in the public spotlight, connecting with newer, younger audiences. However, it's the inclusion of Prince Harry in this decision that has sparked the most controversy. After stepping back from royal duties and publicly criticizing the institution, Harry's relationship with his family has been rocky at best. Yet, King Charles's decision to include him in this significant title-sharing move has left many questioning his motives. Is this an olive branch to reconcile with his son? Or is it a calculated attempt to keep Harry tethered to the monarchy despite his physical and emotional distance? Behind the grandeur of this decision lies a storm of emotions, particularly from Queen Camilla. Reports suggest that Camilla is furious over being left out of the king's plans, feeling undermined in her role as queen consort. Insiders claim that her frustration stems from not being consulted on such a monumental choice, adding fuel to existing tensions within the royal household. This decision also raises compelling questions about the future of the monarchy. Can King Charles truly modernize the institution while maintaining unity within his family? Will this bold move strengthen the monarchy's image, or will it expose deeper cracks in its foundation? The controversial inclusion of Prince Harry. In a royal twist that has left the public and palace insiders divided, King Charles III has reportedly bestowed a significant title upon his estranged son, Prince Harry. This decision, seen by some as a bold act of reconciliation and by others as a risky gamble, has sparked widespread debate. Why would King Charles include Harry, who has distanced himself from the monarchy, in such a monumental move? Does this mark the beginning of healing, or will it reignite tensions within the royal family? Prince Harry's inclusion comes at a time when his relationship with the monarchy is as complicated as ever. Since stepping back from royal duties in 2020 and subsequently airing grievances in interviews, a Netflix docuseries, and his memoir Spare, Harry has become a polarizing figure. For some, he is a symbol of independence and modernity. For others, he represents betrayal of the institution that raised him. King Charles's decision to grant him a significant title raises questions about the motivations behind such a move. Was it a father's attempt to bridge the growing divide between himself and his son? Or a strategic decision to keep Harry tethered to the monarchy despite his physical and ideological separation? Behind palace walls, the reaction to Harry's title has reportedly been less than harmonious. Queen Camilla, insiders claim, is furious about the decision and feels blindsided by the king's actions. She has worked tirelessly to establish her role as queen consort, and this perceived lack of consultation has only added to the tensions within the royal household. Camilla's frustration highlights the ongoing power struggles within the monarchy, where personal relationships often clash with the rigid expectations of royal duty. Public opinion on Harry's inclusion is equally divided. Supporters see it as a bold and modern move by King Charles, an attempt to show that the monarchy is capable of growth and forgiveness. Critics, however, argue that it undermines the institution. Awarding a title to someone who has openly criticized the monarchy could be seen as a sign of weakness, one that threatens the integrity of royal traditions. This decision raises critical questions. Will Prince Harry accept this role, given his complicated feelings toward the monarchy? Could this be the first step toward reconciliation, or will it deepen the existing rift in the royal family? Camilla's reported fury. The royal family is no stranger to drama, but reports of Queen Camilla's fury over King Charles's recent title decisions have added a new layer of tension to the monarchy. King Charles's surprising move to grant significant royal titles to Prince Louis and Prince Harry has caused shockwaves both within and outside the palace. While some view the decision as a bold step toward modernization, others see it as the spark that may ignite deeper family divisions. But why is Camilla reportedly so angry? Is this about her role as queen consort being undermined? Or is there more to the story? Insiders claim that Camilla was blindsided by King Charles's decision to transfer these titles, a move she reportedly had no say in. For a woman who has worked tirelessly to cement her position as queen consort, this lack of consultation feels like a slap in the face. Camilla has spent years earning public acceptance, transitioning from a controversial figure in royal history to a respected member of the monarchy. Being excluded from such a monumental decision has apparently left her feeling disrespected and undermined within the royal hierarchy. Adding fuel to the fire is the inclusion of Prince Harry in this title-sharing arrangement. Harry's strained relationship with the royal family, following his departure from royal duties and his public criticisms, has made him a divisive figure. For Camilla, the decision to honor Harry may feel like a betrayal, particularly given his past remarks about her in interviews and his memoir. The Queen Consort's reported fury likely stems from the perception that her years of effort to stabilize the royal family are being overshadowed by a decision that could reignite old tensions. Camilla's reaction also highlights the ongoing power struggles within the monarchy. As King Charles attempts to bridge tradition and progress, his actions are inevitably causing rifts among those who prefer the old ways of doing things. Camilla, who has been a steady supporter of royal tradition, may see these sudden shifts as destabilizing to the institution she has worked hard to uphold. Clash between tradition and modernization. The British monarchy has long been a symbol of tradition, but in recent years, the institution has faced growing pressure to adapt to a rapidly changing world. This tension between preserving age-old customs and embracing modern values has never been more evident than in the recent decisions by key members of the royal family. From King Charles's bold moves to Princess Anne's historic handover of her cherished Princess Royal title to young Princess Charlotte, the monarchy is walking a fine line between its storied past and an uncertain future. But can the royal family truly balance tradition with progress? Or are these changes risking the very fabric of the institution? One of the most striking examples of this clash lies in Princess Anne's unprecedented decision to pass down her Princess Royal title to her 9-year-old grandniece, Princess Charlotte. Traditionally reserved for the eldest daughter of the monarch, this title represents service, commitment, and continuity within the royal system. Princess Anne's tenure as Princess Royal has been marked by tireless dedication, making her decision to transfer the role to such a young royal a bold and symbolic gesture. It's a move that honors tradition, while pushing forward a new vision of gender equality and modernization within the monarchy. Similarly, King Charles III has made waves with his recent title transfers, elevating both his grandson, Prince Louis, and his estranged son, Prince Harry. These decisions have sparked debates about the monarchy's willingness to embrace change. Prince Louis's title is seen as a strategic investment in the monarchy's future, positioning him as a relatable figure for younger generations. On the other hand, Prince Harry's inclusion, despite his departure from royal duties and public criticism of the institution, highlights the complexities of modern family dynamics within the monarchy. These acts of modernization, however, have not come without controversy. Queen Camilla's reported frustration over being excluded from these decisions underscores the internal tensions within the royal family. Critics argue that these changes might alienate traditionalists who value the monarchy's adherence to its time-honored customs. At the heart of this clash between tradition and modernization lies a pivotal question. Can the monarchy remain relevant in a world that increasingly values progress over pageantry? With younger generations less enamored by the monarchy's pomp and ceremony, the royal family is under immense pressure to adapt. Questions of reconciliation. In a palace filled with centuries-old traditions and modern-day controversies, the relationship between King Charles III and his younger son, Prince Harry, remains one of the most talked-about royal dramas of our time. With Harry stepping away from royal duties and making explosive claims about the monarchy, the rift between father and son has only deepened. But King Charles's recent decision to grant a significant royal title to Harry has raised eyebrows and sparked speculation about reconciliation. Is this a step toward healing the fractured bond, or is it just a calculated move to keep Harry tied to the institution he once criticized? At the heart of this story lies a complicated relationship. Harry's departure from royal life in 2020, alongside his wife, Meghan Markle, was seen by many as a turning point for the monarchy. From his explosive interviews to his tell-all memoir, Spare, Harry has not held back in airing grievances about his upbringing, the royal institution, and even his father. For King Charles to now include Harry in such a monumental decision sends a mixed message. Is the king looking to mend ties with his son? Or is this an attempt to reframe Harry's role within the monarchy despite their differences? King Charles's decision has not been without criticism. Within the palace, reports suggest that Queen Camilla is furious about Harry's inclusion in the title-sharing arrangement. The move has reportedly left her feeling sidelined and excluded, sparking tensions behind closed doors. Camilla's frustrations highlight the challenges of reconciling family dynamics with the responsibilities of leading a centuries-old institution. Public opinion on the matter is equally divided. For some, this decision represents a father's olive branch to his son, an attempt to heal wounds that have been exposed to the world. For others, it's seen as a risky gamble that could backfire, further straining relationships within the family and damaging the monarchy's image. The bigger question, however, is whether Harry himself will embrace this gesture. Will he see it as an opportunity to rebuild bridges, or will he view it as a hollow attempt to control the narrative? Reconciliation is not just a matter of titles. It requires trust, understanding, and a willingness to move forward. A tall order for a family that has been at the center of public scrutiny for decades. Public reaction. The British royal family is no stranger to public scrutiny, but the recent developments surrounding King Charles's bold decisions and Princess Anne's historic shift have sparked widespread reactions. From granting unexpected royal titles to Prince Harry and Prince Louis to the surprising transfer of the Princess Royal title from Princess Anne to 9-year-old Princess Charlotte, these moves have left royal watchers divided. But what do these changes mean for the future of the monarchy? Are these strategic moves to modernize the institution, or are they missteps that risk alienating the public? Public reaction to these royal shakeups has been a mix of excitement, skepticism, and curiosity. For many, the idea of Prince Louis, at just 5 years old, being given a significant royal title, is both charming and strategic. His cheeky demeanor and natural charisma have already made him a fan favorite, and supporters view this as a way to secure the monarchy's future by connecting with younger generations. Similarly, Princess Charlotte's elevation to Princess Royal has been praised as a progressive move, signaling the monarchy's growing emphasis on gender equality and modern values. By passing down her cherished title, Princess Anne has not only honored tradition, but also paved the way for Charlotte to become a prominent figure in the royal family's evolving narrative. However, not all reactions have been positive. The inclusion of Prince Harry in King Charles's title transfers has sparked considerable debate. Some see it as a heartfelt olive branch from a father hoping to reconcile with his son, while others view it as a controversial choice that undermines the monarchy's integrity. After all, Harry has been vocal in his criticism of the royal family and has deliberately distanced himself from royal duties. Critics argue that granting him a title sends mixed messages and could damage the monarchy's image among those who value its traditions. Then there's the reported backlash within the palace itself, with Queen Camilla allegedly furious over these decisions. Her frustration has only added to the drama, prompting questions about the monarchy's unity and decision-making process. For some members of the public, these internal tensions make the monarchy appear fragile at a time when it needs to project strength and stability. Camilla's power struggles. Queen Camilla's journey within the British royal family has never been smooth, but recent events have reportedly left her feeling more sidelined than ever. With King Charles III making bold decisions, such as granting significant royal titles to Prince Louis and Prince Harry, Camilla's frustrations are said to be boiling over. Her reported fury over being excluded from these monumental choices has sparked questions about her influence as queen consort. Is Camilla being left out of the royal decision-making process? Or is this part of a larger struggle for power within the monarchy? Camilla has worked tirelessly to earn her place in the royal family. Once a controversial figure due to her relationship with Charles during his marriage to Princess Diana, she has spent years reshaping her public image. Her ascension to Queen Consort following Queen Elizabeth II's passing was a major milestone, symbolizing her acceptance into the royal fold. Yet, reports suggest that King Charles's recent decisions, made without her consultation, have left her feeling undermined. The inclusion of Prince Harry in the title-sharing arrangement has reportedly been a major point of contention. Harry's public criticism of the royal family, particularly in his memoir Spare, painted an unflattering picture of Camilla, referring to her as the villain and accusing her of trying to improve her public image at his expense. For Camilla, Charles's decision to honor Harry with a title may feel like a betrayal, reigniting old wounds and questioning her standing within the family. To add to the tension, Charles also elevated his young grandson, Prince Louis, to a prominent position within the monarchy. While this move is widely seen as a step to modernize the royal family and secure its future, Camilla's reported exclusion from the decision hints at a deeper issue: her role in shaping the monarchy's trajectory. As Queen Consort, Camilla likely expected to have a say in such significant matters, and being left out has only fueled speculation about her influence, or lack thereof, within the palace. These power struggles come at a time when the monarchy is under immense pressure to adapt to a modern world. With decisions like Princess Anne passing her cherished Princess Royal title to 9-year-old Princess Charlotte, the royal family is clearly pivoting toward the younger generation. But where does that leave Camilla? Is she being pushed aside as the monarchy looks to the future? Or is this simply a reflection of Charles's independent leadership style? Impact on the monarchy's future. The British monarchy stands at a crossroads, facing a delicate balancing act between tradition and progress. Recent decisions, such as Princess Anne passing down her Princess Royal title to 9-year-old Princess Charlotte, and King Charles's bold title transfers to Prince Louis and Prince Harry, are symbolic of this shifting dynamic. But what do these moves mean for the future of the monarchy? Can the royal family adapt to remain relevant in today's world? Or are these changes a gamble that could backfire? The transfer of the Princess Royal title is a monumental step that highlights the monarchy's efforts to embrace modernization while honoring its history. Princess Anne, who has held the title for decades, is known for her tireless dedication to royal duties and service. By passing it on to Princess Charlotte at such a young age, Anne has made a clear statement about the importance of preparing the next generation to lead. This decision blends tradition with progress, ensuring that the monarchy remains connected to a younger audience while continuing to uphold its legacy of service. Similarly, King Charles's decision to award titles to his grandson, Prince Louis, and his estranged son, Prince Harry, reflects his strategy to secure the monarchy's future. Prince Louis, with his charming public appearances, represents a new generation capable of capturing the public's imagination. Meanwhile, Prince Harry's inclusion, despite his controversial exit from royal life, has sparked debates about whether this is an act of reconciliation or a calculated move to maintain familial ties for the monarchy's benefit. These decisions illustrate the monarchy's attempt to modernize amidst growing skepticism about its role in today's society. Younger generations in particular are less captivated by the pomp and pageantry of royal life. The royal family knows that to remain relevant, they must evolve and appeal to modern audiences. Moves like elevating Princess Charlotte, a young girl, to a prominent role send a powerful message about gender equality and progressive values within the monarchy. However, these changes are not without challenges. Critics argue that granting significant roles to such young royals places immense pressure on them to succeed while growing up in the public eye. Others question whether controversial figures like Prince Harry should still play a role in the institution's future. Will these bold decisions ensure the monarchy's survival, or will they create new cracks in an institution already under scrutiny? Can the younger royals live up to the expectations placed on them while navigating the pressures of modern life? Key questions raised. The British monarchy is no stranger to public scrutiny, but recent decisions have sparked a wave of curiosity and debate surrounding its future. From Princess Anne passing down her cherished Princess Royal title to 9-year-old Princess Charlotte, to King Charles's bold moves involving Prince Louis and Prince Harry, these events have raised critical questions about the monarchy's direction. Are these changes strategic steps toward modernization, or are they risky gambles that could unravel the institution's stability? One of the most pressing questions revolves around the decision to name Princess Charlotte as the next Princess Royal. Traditionally, this title is associated with decades of service and unwavering dedication to royal duties, as demonstrated by Princess Anne. By passing the title to Charlotte at such a young age, the royal family is clearly investing in the next generation. But is this too much responsibility for a 9-year-old? Critics argue that such a significant role at an early age could place undue pressure on Charlotte as she grows up in the public eye. Meanwhile, supporters believe this move positions her as a relatable figure for younger audiences, signaling the monarchy's willingness to evolve. Another key question surrounds King Charles's decision to grant titles to both Prince Louis and Prince Harry. Prince Louis, the youngest of Prince William's children, is being groomed as a symbol of the monarchy's future, appealing to modern audiences with his charm and youthful energy. But the inclusion of Prince Harry, who stepped back from royal duties and publicly criticized the institution, has caused controversy. Is this an olive branch from Charles to his estranged son, or a calculated attempt to maintain ties with a polarizing figure? These decisions also highlight the growing tension between tradition and modernization. With younger generations less enamored by the pomp of royal life, the monarchy is under pressure to remain relevant. But will these bold moves resonate with the public, or alienate those who value the monarchy's deep-rooted traditions? As the royal family navigates these changes, one thing is clear: these decisions will shape the monarchy's future. Will they secure its place in a changing world, or will they expose deeper cracks in an institution already under scrutiny? Only time will tell how these pivotal moments will define the next chapter of royal history.